This is a two-part video. Two quick parts, but they go together. Stick around to the end or watch the second part later.
Hi, taking a walk, and I was gonna give you an update on the last week. I went on a side quest, as they say, or got sidetracked. Started playing with this AI tool. I've been kind of playing just here and there with AI for years. Probably back since 2018. Never really used it too much, but I check on it every few months and see what it's up to, and it was like exponentially getting better. This is something I did like 2018. Here's something I did this week. It was kind of shocking, really. I hadn't really been paying attention to the AI art or just AI, what it could do for the last year. I forgot I even had this software, except, when I get the bill, I'd get a reminder. Anyway, so I started playing with it. And first thing I did was, let me try out this thing. So I asked it to write me a song about a cat named Peekaboo. Don't ask why, but it did. I was like, oh, okay. Then I was like, hey, make me how to make a good recipe for a Manhattan. I'm sitting with a roommate, and he's a bartender. So he was like, oh, wow, just spit out the instead of like a Google search. And he was like, okay, sing a song in Dutch, or write a song in Dutch about a guy that lived on the roof. Next thing you know, it immediately, within seconds, started putting out verse after verse in Dutch, and he read it out loud, translated into English, and it made sense. And not only did it make sense, it was had metaphors and was okay, as a song. Like, nothing great, but like most people's songs aren't great. It was okay, and it rhymed in Dutch. It was wild. So, a little while later, I was like, how can I use this practically? So I sent out an email newsletter, or I'm about to, actually. But I hadn't, in a while, and I could have just written one, but I'm not good at writing. So instead of just taking 10 minutes to write it out, I decided to take the transcript from the last video and put it through the AI and have it tell me, organize it into a letter. It did really good, cleaned it up. I was kind of, I had to do a few versions of it. I was like, it's exactly what I said, but like clear. Got rid of, any kind of like strange words, was concise and nice letter. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I was like, for some reason I just wanted to keep playing with it. So I said, do it in the voice of William Shakespeare.
Hark, dear friends and collectors. I do hope the missive finds you well. Pray forgive my absence for the online realm.
Wow, I was like, do it in voice of Oscar Wilde. Then Tennessee Williams. I just kept going with it. And then I just kept doing it. And it was like quick. And I was, okay, let me, just popped in my head. I was like, do it in the voice of Wooster, a P.G. Wodehouse character.
Good Lord.
An obscure kind of character from these novels back in the day. It cranked it out, and my mind was blown. Really was. Like, I was simultaneously playing around with some art programs as well as this writing program, and it just made me think of that old story of John Henry, legend of John Henry, who raced the steam engine back in the railroad building days. And, it was like a race man versus machine. I asked the ChatGPT AI to tell me this story from the perspective of an artist thinking about the AI technology. It created this the legend of John Henry immediately for me. And at the end, it added this part.
John Henry collapsed, exhausted and defeated. But even in defeat his spirit was unbroken. Even though machines may have the strength and speed, the heart and determination of the true human being could never be replaced. As an artist today, using AI, see John Henry as a symbol of the human spirit, unyielding and unbroken in the face of progress. His story serves as a reminder that, even as technology advances, we must forget the value of the human touch and the power of the human spirit.
Yeah, pretty funny, unironic. So then I took that story, put it in another AI program to come out with this image. And here's the image. It came out with a batch of them. It was kind of funny on several levels because, you know, the John Henry story had multiple meanings, you know, other levels to it, or other interpretations. That blew me away with the AI art, and I realized, wow, you know, you can make a fake song, you can have it make a song, you write letters, make images. I mean, and this is retail. This is like for commercial people. I was blown away because the big companies, hey, check it out. A horse on the beach. And some people. Little baby horse. I'll walk to there in the background. Kind of nice. I said, so that's back to reality. AI is not making a horse. Of course. No horse from AI. Let's hope not. Anyway, like I said, this is like, so, you know, this is going to be interacted with daily. And I don't mean by me as an artist, I mean by everybody. Man, this is going to be everywhere. This is clearly, probably already everywhere with governments. You know, I always hear them talking about, you know, the smart cities and the 15-minute cities. This is the kind of stuff they're going to be using. It's something to be aware of. How you use that information, and, you know, it's up to you. But as for me, yeah, I'd like to be able to step away from this screen and from the AI's watchful eye, kind of flow more with intuition and just maybe how things are supposed to be. You know, just like the rhythm of life and of, you know, of the tides, without, you know, this pre-planned logic. I mean, I don't know, man. The AI thing was weird. And, you know, the weirdest part, or I guess not weird, is it like, I say I was using it, but, you know, it wasn't mine. Somebody else owns this, you know, this gizmotron, this big machine, whatever it is, you know, this algorithm, you know, this machine that's learning. You know, I'm training it by doing this stuff. I was training, you know, my replacement as an artist, potentially. So, and it's, like I said, somebody else owns this. This is really powerful tech, and I would like to own my own if I have to use it, rather than have somebody else's. But that's just a thought. Anyway, I'll leave you with the sunset. And this little dog attacked.